Should I stick to what I know or let me just give it a try? But what if this cake comes out bad? Hey loves, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is a safe space for love, family, and food recipes. So today, I'm going to be making a marble cake for the angel that has been helping me take care of my kids. This is going to be fun. First and first, let's cream our butter. I'm going to be using half cup of butter, half cup of vegetable oil, and 1/3 cup of sugar. Okay, while that is doing its thing, I'm just going to mix the dried ingredients, which are 3 cups of all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon of corn flour, half tablespoon of baking powder, and a little bit of salt. You can skip the salt if you are using salted butter. I'm just going to mix everything together until it's perfectly combined. Now let's check on our butter. At this point, it's nice, fluffy, and well put together. Now at this point, I'm going to add 5 eggs one at a time. In my calculation, I should use 3 eggs, but you know, the eggs nowadays are just too small. You know, at this point, everything is going perfectly well, but what could possibly go wrong? Let's find out. So to the mixture, I added 2 tablespoons of vanilla extract and half cup of buttermilk. Mix together and combine the wet and dried ingredients together. I added the dried ingredients little by little because I don't want to create lumps. You know, this is my first time of trying a new recipe, and it's my first time of trying to make a marble cake. And there were so many things running through my head, but you know, I have to keep faith. So loves, when the mixture is perfectly combined, I divided the batter into 2. We're going to use half for the chocolate cake. You know, at this point, this cake smells really good, honestly speaking. So for the chocolate cake, I use 1/3 cup of cocoa powder, then 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil. I'm just going to mix that until it's perfectly combined. Now, let's layer the cake. Let's create some magic. I'm just going to scoop each batter to the cake pan. I won't tell you that I know what I'm doing here, but you know, it's fun. You know what I'll always say, cooking or baking is an art, and it involves a lot of creativity. And you know, sometimes what you have in mind is not always the result afterwards. So I used a toothpick to draw a line to the middle of the cake, creating a flower-like appearance. This was the point it got really exciting. Everyone at home was like, wow, this is so fine. How did you do it? I was like, you know, I'm a magician. You know, my loves, it's just toothpick and imagination. So next, I made a whipped chocolate ganache for the cake frosting. You know, my loves, I won't tell you to follow this recipe because it was just too much for the cake size. But to be honest, it's very easy to make and it came out so good. But why shouldn't it be? It's chocolate and whipped cream, and it's one of the good things in life. So this is the point I will confess if this was good or bad. So my love, let's have the tea. This is one of the best cakes I've made so far. It was so easy to put together with readily available ingredients. If you got up to this point, thank you very much, and don't forget to click the subscribe button and also give us a like, please. So my loves, this is what we have. It looks so good and it tastes good too. Okay, see you on my next one. Bye.